Hey everybody, I'm here with a quick video on Diddy and Aubrey O'Day. Aubrey O'Day used to be or worked for or was under Diddy. I want to say she was part of the Making the Band crew, but either way, over the years, Aubrey O'Day has had some not so nice things to say about Diddy. And listen, she celebrated when he got arrested. Well, today is one of those days where she's kind of celebrating again. She put a like subliminal shady message on her Instagram post, even though she's miles away in Japan, just, sightseeing and doing her thing out there. But she posted a message under her beautiful photos, and all she said is, Your Honor. Okay. Let me tell you something. Unfortunately for Diddy, he has a lot of enemies out there. He made a lot of enemies out there. And here's the thing, just because you have a lot of enemies, does that mean you're guilty of the things that the federal prosecutors are accusing you of? Not necessarily so. But life helps when you get in trouble and you have a lot of people that are ready to come forth and say a whole bunch of good things about you. It kind of doesn't help if you get in trouble and you have a whole bunch of people out there that have some not so nice things to say about you. Let me go ahead and share screen so we can get more into this story. So Aubrey O'Day shades Diddy as the trial begins. Aubrey O'Day is in Japan, but it seems she's got a courthouse in Manhattan on the brain because she appears to be throwing some major shade at her old boss at the start of his criminal trial. The former Danity Kane singer posted a bunch of photos from her trip to Japan on Instagram, but the most interesting thing was the caption, Your Honor. Now listen, she's gorgeous. These photos are absolutely stunning. At least I feel that way. Y'all can let me know your thoughts. So she posted these photos, and you see there she wrote Your Honor. Okay. Beautiful photos. It's another one. Another one. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous photos. She looks amazing. The view looks amazing. It's just a really nice, photo session she had there. That's the cherry blossoms. That's her again. And that's them kind of getting her ready, which is so nice. Absolutely beautiful. Aubrey seems to be referencing Diddy's sex trafficking trial in New York City. As we reported, Diddy was in court Monday for the start of the jury selection. He was wearing a navy sweater over a white collar shirt and told the judge he was feeling some nerves and needed to use the bathroom. Let's just do a backtrack here.
They sounded the alarm for years that Diddy was a dangerous man. She was dismissed as disgruntled and bitter. A lot of people now think Aubrey was telling the truth all along. After Cassie filed her lawsuit, you said, been trying to tell y'all for years. What were you trying to tell people?
That Diddy was not a safe human and that you should be careful if you're planning on entering any type of relationship with him, from business to personal.
And this was based on your personal experience?
Yes.
Did he ever mistreat you?
Yes. Have you ever seen Making the Band?
Yeah.
Did he ever mistreat you is the funniest question I think I've ever heard. Of course.
Aubrey worked under Diddy for close to 5 years as a member of the girl group Danity Kane.
Hey, y'all look over this way, please.
I had to mute the music, so.
By Diddy on Making the Band.
You want to show all your skin. You want to be naked.
We are not happy. You hate me. Then why you have me here?
I don't have to have you here. That's one thing that we can make clear. That's one thing we can make clear.
But
I don't have to have you here. I'm trying.
Why do you have me here? Because everybody's just
I have
such
you
a
here.
problem.
Check this out. You clear on that. You understand now. I'm asking myself, why do I have you here?
The mistreatment was enough for me to have to spend a good amount of time in the hands of professionals to learn what grooming is and unlearn the grooming. The treatment was so bad in some regards that I'm not ready to speak about it yet, but I will.
Are you talking verbal, physical, or both?
That's not a question that I'm prepared to dive into right now, but I can say this, as that seems to be a question that a lot of people love to ask. Does it matter? I've been in physically abusive situations. The verbal ones hurt me way more. The abuse was significant enough to change the course of my life.
Ooh. Imagine if someone like her just went and spoke, or imagine if they just showed this video. It's like, whoa. Or she's been outspoken, been an outspoken Diddy critic over the years, applauding Cassie for levying some serious allegations against him in a lawsuit and celebrating when Diddy was arrested. Aubrey O'Day used to be signed to Diddy's Bad Boy record label, and she accused Diddy of alleged shady business practices and claimed he made unwanted sexual advances. Aubrey's been doing the sightseeing thing in Japan, visiting Osaka, Kyoto, Mount Fuji, and enjoying the famous cherry blossoms, but it seems Diddy still got her attention. Something tells us Aubrey will have more shade to throw once opening arguments begin next week, and there figures to be some explosive testimony in the trial too. Again, this is just a video. We'll take a look. I would love to go to Japan. There's a lot of places I would love to actually go to and visit, but I fly, but I'm not the biggest fan of flying, and I'm definitely not a huge fan of being on an airplane like overnight or like 10 and 12 hours. It's just not my thing, but I don't think it's going to stop me from going to some of these places when I get the opportunity and the funds. But again, I'm not a big fan of flying, but it looks absolutely amazing and gorgeous. I love it. I think her pictures came out beautiful. And my heart goes out to every person that's a victim of any verbal or physical abuse. And I do think that all victims need to be heard. And she is one of those that for a very long time, way before Cassie even sued, was speaking up. So there are people that have been being ignored and been speaking up for years. And in hindsight, a lot of these reality shows, not just Making the Band, a lot of these reality shows show toxic stuff. And I don't know, we just blow it off and ignore it like it's the norm. And then you hear the people, you know, talk about what they actually endured when they was on the show. And I'm going to say this in a very respectful way, but they also said, you know, Next Top Model was extremely toxic. So it's like we allow, and I guess we watch too, all of these toxic shows, and then we find out at the end of the day that what we saw that we thought was bad sometime when they showed it to us was not even the worst of it. Just gorgeous. And you know, black is one of my favorite colors. I would have loved that outfit. Listen, guys, Chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts about Aubrey O'Day speaking out. Okay, her small 2 words spoke volumes. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next video.